RondoNumbaNine was one of the most talked about rappers back in the 2012-2014 Chicago drill era of hip-hop, with songs such as Hang With Me and Ride featuring Lil Durk receiving millions of views on YouTube. Rondo's biggest song, Play for Keeps, which featured his best friend L'A Capone, rest in peace, has over 37 million views at the time of this recording, and is still one of the best songs to ever come out of Chicago. I also think it's worth noting that a lot of people online think that a huge part of 6ix9ine's style of rapping was heavily influenced by RondoNumbaNine's loud and almost yelling type of flow. Overall, RondoNumbaNine was expected to be up there with the Chicago rap legends for years to come, but after making one bad decision, his life changed forever, with Rondo currently facing one incredibly long prison sentence. Curious on how RondoNumbaNine ended up in this situation? Well, then we got you covered. Here is an exclusive inside look at the criminal history of RondoNumbaNine. Now, RondoNumbaNine's first major run-in with the law wasn't an arrest, but rather him being the main suspect of a police investigation. This all happened in late December of 2013, after Rondo posted a picture of himself holding a rocket launcher on Instagram, with the caption being, "Coolin' it with my new baby." This photo of RondoNumbaNine went extremely viral online, which eventually caught the attention of the Chicago Police Department and other Crime Stopper organizations. Soon after, a letter was sent out to the residents in Rondo's area informing them of what was going on, and including things such as a picture of RondoNumbaNine, his full name, and the address that he currently lived at. Rondo then deleted the post off of Instagram and basically claimed that it was a joke and it was nothing serious. Internet detectives also uncovered at this time that the rocket launcher in the picture was an AT-4 rocket launcher and had a blue stripe, which meant that it was for training and wasn't actually able to be used. Internet detectives also claimed that it might just be an airsoft or a prop launcher, which I'm assuming to actually be the case since no arrests were made in this situation. Then, less than 3 months later, RondoNumbaNine found himself under the Chicago Police Department's radar once again, but this time, he was in big trouble. On February 21st, 2014, when Rondo was just 17 years old, he attended a party with a group of friends at the Wentworth Gardens housing project in the south side of Chicago. Within that group of friends was C-Day, Tay600, Lil Boo, Caprice Johns, Jasmine Brown, and Takia Herbert. The group then spent the whole night partying, with RondoNumbaNine, C-Day, and Herbert being the first to leave. After those three left in Herbert's van, Johns, who was still at the party with Tay600, Lil Boo, and Brown, got into an argument with a group of women over the song that was currently being played at the party. During this argument, someone fired shots into the air, which, at the time, Johns thought were directed at her or the people in her group. Soon after, Johns left the party with Brown, Tay600, and Lil Boo. While driving back, Tay600 then called C-Day and told them about the altercation at the party. The two groups then merged together once again after they met up at a nearby Wendy's, where another friend named D Rose was waiting for them in a red car. Rondo and C-Day then got into the red car with D Rose and began to travel back to Wentworth Gardens, with Herbert following close behind them in her van, as well as Johns, Tay600, Lil Boo, and Brown trailing behind in John's car, with the goal being to find whoever fired the shots at that party. As the trio of cars approached 38th and Princeton, they spotted a man sitting alone in his parked car. All three vehicles proceeded to do a U-turn, and that's when Rondo and C-Day exited the red car and approached the man from the passenger side of his vehicle. After a very short conversation, 7 shots were fired into the car, and the two ran back into their car and drove off. The man who was shot was Javon Boyd, a taxi driver who was waiting to give a ride to somebody who lived in the Wentworth Gardens project. Boyd had absolutely nothing to do with the situation and was unfortunately at the wrong place at the wrong time. The investigation to find out who did this to Javon Boyd went on for quite a few days, with authorities eventually discovering many key pieces of evidence. The first piece being the iPhone found in the middle of the street next to Javon Boyd's car, which was later identified to be C-Day's, which must have fallen out of his pocket as he fled the scene. The second key piece of evidence was C-Day's fingerprints that were discovered on the passenger side of Boyd's car. Then, the final and most important piece of evidence was the fact that the entire incident was captured on nearby surveillance cameras, which you could clearly identify RondoNumbaNine and C-Day in. Shortly after, the Chicago Police Department arrested Rondo at his home in Inglewood and charged him with the crime and held Rondo on a $2 million bail. Then, just a few days later, C-Day was arrested at Chief Keef's Northfield mansion and was charged for the crime as well. The two sat in the Cook County Jail for over 2 years while awaiting their trial. The prosecutors in this situation had a really good case against RondoNumbaNine and C-Day due to multiple reasons, such as C-Day's iPhone being recovered from the crime scene, C-Day's fingerprints being found on Boyd's car, and the video surveillance footage that clearly identified both RondoNumbaNine and C-Day, and the fact that all the females in the group told police exactly what happened that night. It was even rumored that Tay 600 snitched on Rondo and C-Day as well, but this was never really confirmed since the paperwork exposing this claim was apparently faked to make Tay 600 look bad. And before you guys comment about the new paperwork that was released in January of 2020, apparently proving that Tay snitched, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, while it does look real, I'm not gonna confirm anything since paperwork has been faked in the past. Anyways, C-Day was eventually found guilty and sentenced to 38 years in prison. RondoNumbaNine was then found guilty a few months later as well and was sentenced to 39 years in prison. Rondo is currently serving his time at the Maynard Correctional Facility in southwestern Illinois and is expected to be released in late February of 2056, when he would be 59 years old. Well, there you have it, the entire criminal history of RondoNumbaNine. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to see more videos just like this one. Feel free to hit the notification bell as well to be notified whenever we upload. Also, comment down below on who you want to see a criminal history video on next. That's all I have for today. I'm out.